Hmm. Oh, forgot to do this. Camera. There we go. Forgot to uncover the camera. That's bad. Bad form. Well, so far I'm the only person here. I hope that doesn't remain that way for long. We'll wait for some other folks to pop in if they are so inclined. Let's see. Hey, Ballard, how you doing today? You hear me okay? Things are working good, I hope. Microphone says it's on, but you never know with these streams. It took me four times to get the stream to activate. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Hopefully you're relaxing in your time off. Ken, how you doing, Ken? Good. Appreciate you stopping by. How's things up in Pittsburgh? Bart, how you doing, Bart? Yeah, good morning to you too. And that, and two, and in addition to all. Let's see. Let's see. Aaron Dunlap. That's a new one. I don't think I've seen you in here before, sir. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Um, how'd you find out about me? I guess one of my videos that I put up or something like that. Let's see. I'll have another, I think, pretty good video coming on Friday. I hope you all will enjoy that. It should drop about 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Um, OFD Watch Channel. What is OFD? And are you a general watch channel? Do you have a specialty? Are you a watchmaker with a channel? Tell me about yourself because I haven't seen you in here before, so don't know anything about you. So I didn't have any specific agenda, nothing specific to talk about. Just want to come on and spend some time with my fellow watch buddies and see what y'all want to talk about. So, first of all, is everyone okay? I mean, we seem to be winding down a bit in some places. Certainly, in my state of Florida, we seem to be winding down. A bit on the beer flu and beginning to open the state up. I know my buddy Rob is up in Michigan, and he's a subject of in my humble opinion, a nut job for him, a governor. So I wonder how things are going up there for him, and how everyone's enduring. I mean, New Yorkers, I feel bad for the New Yorkers. You got another idiot in Cuomo. But I guess that's your cross to bear. Aaron says he just likes watches in general. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, sir. And feel free to jump in. Anything, questions you got of me or anything you want to talk about, just chime in. Um, Melvin's here. He says, hello, Mr. Zelos. I say hello back. Um, any of you Zelos fans, um, you should. Well, you're right, Desmond. First of all, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You said, yeah, we probably should keep politics to a minimum. You're right about that, but it's my channel. But yeah, I was just wondering how people were faring in the Corona age and so on. Melvin, have you seen? Did you see the pictures that Elsher put up on the Facebook Timekeepers group with the new Halo piece, the tourbillon. I think he's calling it the Mirage. I also put up some pictures today of the new Horizon, the second flight of Horizons. He put up a few pictures of that. Definitely check that out. I think you'll find those interesting. See Ballard's chiming in. Glad things are getting better. Hopefully, we can do some sports back. Do get some sports back and everything go back. Well, I don't know how quickly everything will go back to normal, but yeah, I'm definitely hoping for sports, especially as you know, college football. Uh, Very necessary, I think, to a lot of people I know's sanity. Rob says Michigan is fine and he's still doing what he wants. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the true statement on your part, Rob. Um, let's see. Bartholomew said 14,961 COVID-19 cases in Virginia. Numbers still seem to be rising. Yeah, I think the numbers are still going to go up in the short term, but I think we're going to see a leveling out. We're already seeing leveling out in some places. I think that the numbers will begin to stabilize nationwide and begin to drop. Hopefully, we develop some therapies, maybe in the near future, maybe some vaccines, and we can get on top of this thing, and then it becomes another seasonal flu like the Spanish flu or H1N1, or as Biden likes to call it N1 H1 or whatever. Um, and we can get on top of these things and we can control them to a certain extent. Dirk here, Blade Meister is here. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for stopping by again. Um, oh, Aaron, you must be in California because you're saying you have Newsom. Yeah, worst governor ever in a state that's, you know, I've long since stopped trying to figure out what's going on with California and what the mentality is there that governs the place. It's just beyond rational thought. I just hope the people that are still rational in California either can survive it or get the hell out of there. Melvin says he'll check out my suggestion on the Zelo stuff, and he also says he got his Hammerhead Chrono from Customs and relieved, and he likes it. He says it's a beauty. Which one did you get, Melvin? What colorway did you end up with? Ballard says, I was just looking at a couple of Zelos watches, and they are super expensive. Uh, no, it depends. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Zelos is actually great value for money and relatively inexpensive considering the amount of watch you get. I mean, you know, a $700 Abyss 3 is nothing compared to, say, a $5,000 Blancpain or a $9,000 Submariner. So it's all relative, really. It depends on what your budget is. I know, for instance, my friend Rob, he says more often than not, his sweet spot, his comfort level is in the 500 to, well, I guess about $1,000 range, and beyond that, it's something that he'll play in, but he's more comfortable in the 500 to 1,000 range. That's the way most people are with watches. Non-collectors are going to obviously balk at paying a couple $1,000s for a watch, but a collector is not going to see that as a problem because he or she is in the hobby, and that's kind of the way it goes. Ballard says Wuhan virus. That's referring to our friend Uncle Lou, who everyone is, like, woo, Uncle Lou. I bet he doesn't show up today. He sometimes pops in here. Him and BBD will pop in here, but I bet they don't today. Melvin says he got the Black Sand Hammerhead 2 Chrono. That's a good colorway. I don't have a black. No, I do have a Black Sand. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I don't have a Black Sand. It's a pressed carbon, a forged carbon. That's in the Swordfish. Um, I don't know why I didn't pick up a Black Sand. I probably should do that someday. Ballards throws out another nickname, the Kung Flu. I call it the beer flu, Kung Flu, the Wu Flu, various names. Hopefully it'll piss somebody off. Some snowflake will be pissed off at, all these funny names. And, oh, you're so politically insensitive. Yes, I am. So while I'm waiting for the next statement, question, concern, whatever, hey, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Um, if you're of a mind, don't forget to click the thumbs up button there on your screen. Helps me out. Super chat button is available if you are of a mind to do that. Obviously, not an obligation. I just throw that out there. I mean, if guys like Lou and BBD can say click on the like button and don't forget the super chat button, I can do it too. So, whatever. Contribute, don't contribute. You're all still my friends. So, what else is going on out there in the big wide quarantine world? Let's see, Ballard chimed in again. He says, I'm not sure if this is right, but I just Googled what the most important watch in the world is. He says it's a Patek Philippe worth 31 million. I wouldn't call it most expensive, you meant to say. That sounds about right. Patek Philippe, or simply Patek or Patek, or I don't know, different people pronounce it. I say Patek. Patek looks like Patek to me. It's a hand built watch. They use the finest materials. All their movements are hand built. I mean, you're talking about some of the movements they produce have near 1,000 parts to them. They're 18 karat gold, platinum, white gold, yellow gold, um, all handcrafted. I mean, these are watches that are hand finished, exotic band and strap materials. These are watches that are the finest materials that can be produced, and they're produced in the finest craftsmanship that can be had. And yeah, I've seen plenty of watches near the $1 million mark. I don't know about a $31 million watch. It must be absolutely encrusted with diamonds, but or other gemstones and something like that. But the price is surprising, but not shocking. It's what it is. See, Ken Spear says, mildly optimistic about the Steelers draft picks. Just hope the season gets played. I gotta admit, Ken, you have me at a serious disadvantage. I gave up on the National Felons League about 5 years ago. I was over the political correctness. I was over the idiotic commentators, the constant ads running, not being able to tell when a catch is a catch, or when a touchdown is a touchdown. The tag you're it, and anything greater than that, and you're roughing the passer nonsense. And then throw on top of that the whole Kaepernick um, silliness. I just couldn't take it anymore. So I gave up on the No Fun League, and I don't pay attention to them anymore. College football is the be all and end all. It's the alpha and the omega, and the rest of it is just worthless to me. So I hope the season gets played because it does benefit a lot of people economically and it entertains people. But as far as what happened on draft day, I could give a damn. You probably know more than me. Let's see. Who is that? Xtal. Hey, that's a new name. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome, sir. Welcome. You just received your Islander iOS 19, and it looks like an upgraded SKX 009. Yeah, that's the point. The Islander watch series was basically Mark's um, attempt to recreate the SKX line. And as far as I know, he was not aware that the SKX line was being discontinued as he was bringing his out. But his theory was to bring out a watch that took the best of the SKX and all the most popular modifications that the SKX will be given: sapphire crystals, upgraded movements, new and interesting bezel inserts, and incorporate them into a watch from the factory. So you can basically buy a turnkey modded SKX. Um, and that was the whole point. I have one. There'll be a video out pretty soon for me, I think next week, on my SKX, I'm sorry, my ILS '09 blue one, and the modification that I'm going to do to it. NASCAR Ball, how you doing, man? Good to see you here again. Timex. You always do the hashtag Timex thing. There's nothing wrong with Timex. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's a good watch. It's not a watch I particularly want to buy, but a lot of people love the Timex Marlin. They love the Timex Q series, on and on like that. They have fun with them. They buy them. They enjoy them. Their styles don't appeal to me. I'm not going to buy one. But I don't discourage people from buying a Timex. It's a hell of a watch. And he is also not a fan of No Fun League. But I know, NASCAR Ball, that you are a fan of NASCAR, as I am. And it looks like, beginning with the Coke 600, NASCAR is going to try and get back on track. And nothing would make me happier than NASCAR getting back on track and watching Joey Slogano become very, very nervous now that his favorite driver, Matt Kenseth, is back on track with him. And if nobody knows what I'm talking about, Google Martinsville 2015 Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, and watch the video. And you'll find out, and watch the backstory. If the video is a good one, it'll have the backstory, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. And I became a Matt Kenseth fan. I was always kind of a Matt Kenseth fan, but he became a very favorite driver of mine at that particular moment when he took Logano out and Powell drove him into the wall, which is what I hope happens to Slogano every time he gets on track. But that's just me. NASCAR Ball says college football is the best football without the politics. It's just football. That's why it's great. Absolutely. 1,000% agree. Couldn't said it any better myself. Let's see. Xtall 215 says, I've been following you for a while. Meaning me. I appreciate that. I do. You get on when you can. Am a first responder. You got me. I mean, I got him into Zelos, and he owns 5 now because of me. You're welcome. No, I'm glad that I was able to help you. I was just responding to a message earlier today on my comments section. He was kind of ribbing me about I didn't know about Zelos until I ran across your channel, and now I own 3 of them, and it's all my fault. Okay, guilty. I don't apologize for hooking anyone on Zelos. It is, in my opinion, one of the best watch companies of its size going. I mean, pardon me. He may never be a Rolex. He may never be a Tudor. He may never be a Seiko or a Citizen or a Casio, but he is Elshin. I'm speaking of Elshin. I'm speaking of his company. He is going to be the king of the micro brands. He already is. As far as I'm concerned, he is the king of the micro brands, and he's just going to keep getting better. And there's going to be 3 or 4 watch releases in the upcoming months. The new Mirage that just came out, it's going to be a limited run of 10 very high-end watches. The Horizon version 2, the as yet unnamed 42 millimeter GMT, the dress watch, which is also unnamed, and another run of Swordfish and Titanium. And then he's going to go from there. The man is producing, and he's going to keep producing great watches. So keep your eye out on Zelos. He's going to make us all very happy. Desire 68. Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by and supporting the channel. Ken Smith is here. What's up? I appreciate you stopping by. Ballard wants to know what is your favorite Casio. Um, I haven't been exposed to as many Casios as I have Seikos or Zelos or other watches. Now I do have I have owned a few. I still own three of them. They're all digitals. I love my vintage tachometer. I love my vintage surfing timer. And I love that little $25 world timer that I modified with the orange and blue inserts into the screen. Um, I did own no, that was a Citizen, so that's it. I don't I haven't owned enough Casios to say that I have a favorite Casio, but the three that I own I really really like, and I really really enjoy them, and they're very very colorful and fun watches to wear, and I see nothing wrong with them. In fact, I've already planned on my next giveaway will be another pair of Casios will be given away. When I do that, there'll be they're calculator watches, somewhat reminiscent of the watch that Marty McFly wore, maybe a little more updated, but something like that. Let's see. Thomas Jasper's here. Thanks for stopping by, Tom. He says hello. I say hello back. Dirk is saying that I am certainly an enabler. Yes, I am an enabler. So, you know, yeah, I'm an enabler. I'm enabling people to learn a lot about Zelos and other watches and then hopefully buy some. So, yeah, I'm an enabler. Um, and no, I don't work for Zelos. I never have. Probably never will unless he needs a U.S. representative. And I'm sure there's a million better qualified people than me. But I do not work for Zelos. Any praise that I give Zelos, or any watch for that matter, is my own opinion from my own money. In fact, I can safely say I've never received a free watch. Not one. No, no, I've never gotten a free watch. Every watch I own, I bought. Every watch I reviewed, I've either bought or more recently, I've had some stuff loaned into the channel. And some of those videos you haven't seen yet, but all those watches have gone back to where they came from. So I've got a few more inbound. They'll be worn, played with, reviewed, and then go back where they came from. Nobody has seen fit to give me one. Not that there weren't a couple I wouldn't have minded being given, but if someone had given me that, I would have disclosed that immediately. Let's see. Tennessee Mike says, I need a square. I'm friends with all these folks, Random Rob and Dirk and Desire 68 and a bunch of other guys, great guys. They all love these Casio G-Shock squares. And I look at them and I go, eh, I can't, I can't. I just, I have one G-Shock. It's not even a G-Shock. It's a Casio World Timer. It's a cheapie. That's the only watch I own that's square. And it's nice, but the G-Shocks, they didn't do anything. I owned one G-Shock. It was a G-Shock MTG, or is it MTG or MGT? MTG. I owned it for about 2 months. I liked it. It was a great watch. It wore great. It kept great time. It looked good. I never could warm up to the damn thing, and I sold it for what I paid for it. It doesn't do a thing for me. Now I have other digital watches that I like and I enjoy, but the G Shocks just don't do anything for me. I can't really explain it. Let's see. Ken Spear says my last purchase came down to picking between the NTH and Zelos. Chose the NTH, which is an excellent choice, sir. I cannot fault you for choosing an NTH. I hope to get an NTH into my channel someday soon and get to review it. But all the reviews and all the people I've talked to say the NTH is a fantastic product. You say that Zelos is on your short list. I hope so. I have no qualms about recommending Zelos to anybody And of all the people I've recommended Zelos to, and there have been hundreds, literally hundreds, one person didn't like it. And that was a great white. It was a blue great white. And I bought it from him because I missed out on getting that colorway. And I said, you know what? You don't like it. I know what you paid for it. I will give you your money back. Send me the watch. And I gave him his money back, and he sent me the watch. And I wore it for a little while. And I actually sold that watch to another one of Brandon Rob's Patreons. His name is Brad Southern. Yeah, B-Rad. And I sold it to him, and he still has it to this day, and he loves it. So one person didn't like the watch I bought it from. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do that all the time. In fact, I probably can't do that right now to save my life. But that's how I feel about Zelos. I have no qualms about recommending it to anybody. My father owns several Zeloses, and he's got a watch collection that make your nose bleed. Um, and he loves his Zelos watches. One of them right now is in his daily rotation. And when I left his house earlier this morning, he was wearing it. It was a Hammerhead 2 Meteorite. And this is a man who has watches that are fantastic collectible pieces, and he wears it as part of his daily rotation. He wears his Zelos. They're fantastic watches. Let's see, where am I now? Pep Hey, Pep, welcome back. I didn't see you pop in there. Have I seen the new Horizon Head? Horizon. Jesus, I am bad this morning. Have I seen the Horizon 2? No, I have not seen one in person. I did see the pictures that Elshin put up this morning of the 3 of the 6 new ones. They look very interesting. I'm probably not in the market for one because I have a Horizon Aventurine, and that's fine. And I have my eye on the new 42 millimeter GMT, which hasn't got a name yet. So I'm not in the market for another Horizon. But I did see them, and they look really, really good. I think if you're on Facebook and you're a member of the Zelos Timekeeper group, you should go over there and take a look at the pictures. I think you'll be impressed. Tom, yeah, I heard that Uncle Lou's stream was a lot of fun last night. I had to miss that. I was engaged in a family matter that absolutely needed my 1,000% attention, and I had to resolve that issue. There were people there was trouble, and I needed to help mitigate that trouble. So I missed the stream, and that's a shame. I always like the evening streams he does because he goes after trolls, which is always fun. And that's being a mod on his channel is a lot of fun for me. Everyone, appreciate it. Look, I'm up to 13 folks now. I appreciate that. Please, if you think about it, click the like button for me. It does help me out. And of course, the super chat button is available if you are of a mind to do so. You are obviously not obligated to do that. Private is here. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Private is really good in my comment section on my videos because he's always asking really good questions. Very detailed questions. Makes me think. Let's see. Where am I now? Private says he just got the Islander 04 with the Jubilee bracelet. Nice looking watch. I agree. The Islanders are fantastic looking watches. I own one. There'll be a video of it next week, so keep an eye out for that. It's a great little watch. It really is. Dirk, let's see. Dirk says not to put him in the G-Shock Square category. I've not had one yet. Need to check out one of these days. I agree. Let me know what you think because, like I said, the G-Shock Square is kind of leaving me cold, but that's just me. Tennessee Mike, I don't know what you're asking about. Have I handled one or somebody else handled one what? So help me out with that one. Steven's here. Hey, Steven, how you doing? There's one of my OG subscribers. Happy hump day to you too, sir. Collector1296, man, I haven't seen you in my comment section or anywhere in forever, man. How you doing? How are you, man? I haven't seen you post a video or any. You've been laying low. Are you okay? What's going on, man? I bet you still have that Sinatra watch, though. You probably worship the damn thing. I don't blame you. It's gorgeous. Ken Spears says he loves the NTH, no regrets. I don't blame you. Uh, Pepperex says he wants a black meteorite horizon. Man, if that's one of the ones that's being introduced in the next couple of weeks, when he rolls that thing out on opening day, jump on it because that one's going to sell out quick, and that'll be when he rolls a product line, that's when the discount happens. That's usually your best bet to get a really really good price. So if you've got the money and you find out that he's gonna release them that day, get on Zelos website and order because if you don't, you can miss out on the watch. Let's see. Bella wants to know how often do watch companies put out new watches? Is it like cars where there's a new one every year? No, that's the short answer. Watch companies seem to, well, I mean, every watch company is different, but it seems to me that basically when a watch is ready to be released, it's released. Um, there are, I mean, you could easily say there's probably a couple hundred watches for every wrist out there. I mean, there's a lot of watches chasing a finite number of wrists, and unfortunately, due to these things and due to smartwatches, which are soulless pieces of electronic Felger card, to quote my favorite sci-fi show, um, there are less and less people with interested wrists for regular watches. Like my wristwatch check is my Tudor Prince chronograph, kind of an older Tudor, really nice watch though. I reviewed it on my channel. If you're interested, go take a look. You'll find the video out there. So there are a lot of watches chasing a ever shrinking number of wrists. So when you got a new watch to release it, um, because holding on to it serves no purpose. So no, watch companies are not like car companies. They're not going to release, September 1st of a specific year. Elshin, for example, at Zelos, when the watch is ready to go, it's released. Um, Seiko is constantly rolling out new watches. I think maybe the really big boys, Patek, Ulysses, Rolex, Tudor, maybe even you could throw Omega in there or something. They release watches, maybe quote unquote on a schedule, but usually even those guys, when a watch is ready to go, it goes out the door. And I guarantee you, with the current economic climate, when a watch is ready to go, it's going out the door. Because there are a lot of watches chasing a shrinking number of dollars right now because the economies are kind of frozen right now. Some have tanked, some are frozen, some are okay, but you just can't afford to sit on inventory anymore. That does nobody anything. So no, they're going to roll watches as they come out. That's the way I see it. Collector says, not sure if you've talked about this yet, but what are your thoughts on the upcoming dress watch? You must mean the Zelos dress watch. What I think of it? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will own one. I'm going to go after one of the turquoise ones. And if it's inexpensive enough, I might grab a salmon one, but probably not. Probably just going to get the turquoise one. It's a little smaller, 38 millimeter. So I don't see myself wearing it an awful lot. But absolutely, I'm going to do it, A, because it's a fantastic looking watch, and I think everyone needs a good dress watch, and B, I'm going to support my buddy Elshin and his company any way I can. And that's just a watch I got to have. I mean, I looked at those pictures and the renderings and all that. And I said, I've got to have one of those. And I know he said in one of his posts that he didn't like the metal bracelet, but I like the metal bracelet. So I hope it comes with that, or at least it's an option because I will definitely put that on metal bracelet. Mike, he's probably already left by now, but thanks for stopping by, Mike. Back to work now. Let's see. Big 12 says Uncle Lou. That's it. Yeah, Uncle Lou. I love Uncle Lou. He's one of my favorite. He's a character in the third, man. I mean, he's got enough personality for the next guy too. So I love Uncle Lou. I'm happy to call him a friend and be a supporter of him. Stephen says, anybody have thoughts on proposed Vario trench watch prototype, solid wire lugs, good looking watch? I have not seen one. Can you maybe in the comment in the comment here? Can you post a link for us so we go take a look at it? If there are pictures or description or something, that'd be great. Private said, not sure what Happy Hump Day is all about, but I would like to wish you Happy Independence Day. Today is Israel's Independence Day. That is true. Today is the Independence Day for Israel. Happy Hump Day basically refers to it's Wednesday, at least here in the United States. Other places it might be Thursday already. Hump Day is the middle of the work week, so the work week goes hump down. So it's called Hump Day. Collector says, apologize for the inactivity. All my free time has been kidnapped by the Marine Corps. Oh, that's right. You're in the Marine Corps. I forgot. I'm sorry. I will kill myself now for being an idiot. No. I'm finally checking out and will be a civilian on May 30th. I should more activity I need to write. Well, first of all, Collector, of course, I thank you sincerely for your service. I mean, you are one of the people that keep all of us safe and free and able to do this and many other things. And we appreciate your service. And if anyone here doesn't appreciate his service, get out of here, leave, never come back. My older daughter's current boyfriend, is in the National Guard and is currently deployed in the Florida Panhandle, much to my daughter's consternation. But he's making sacrifices for us too, so I appreciate your sacrifice. I look forward to more of your civilian activity because you are producing some good work. Ballard asks, are they always making watches? Yeah. Well, a lot of them are shut down right now because of ear flu, but once they open up, they should be going again. Desire is confirming my that it is the Casio G-Shock MTG, not MGT. Thank you for that. I knew I was pretty sure it was MTG, but it's always good to check. Steven is back in my definition of hump day. Appreciate that. Desire, yeah, I know you are definitely a G-Shock fan, but your taste moved more to the round G-Shocks, the really, really big G-Shocks, owing to your videos. If you are a big fan of G-Shocks, especially the big round ones, you should go find Desire 68's channel and give him a subscription. He's got some really, really good watches on there. You should be very entertained. Even the older videos where he was selling them, I mean, they're still entertaining and informational videos. Let's see. Syrup Maker is back. Hey, Syrup, I appreciate it. Every time you come in, you give me some support and some love. I appreciate it. So thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, good to see you. Hope you and your family are doing well. We are. My kids are doing well. As a matter of fact, their school year, they're both in college. Their school year wraps up on Friday. The older one is a graduate on that day. No ceremony, unfortunately, but there will be a ceremony in August, from what I've been led to believe. My younger one finishes up her first year, her freshman year, and will start her summer program in a couple of weeks. My mom and my dad, who live about half a mile from me, I just saw them this morning. They're fine. They're, a little stir crazy. Well, you know, my mom has always been a little crazy. Love your mom, but you always are. Looking forward to the quarantine and stuff kind of wrapping up here in the state of Florida. Maybe there could be some normalcy. Maybe go out to dinner or go shopping. My mom could turn shopping into an Olympic sport. Trust me. She'd go through a shopping mall like Sherman through Atlanta. So her not being able to do that is kind of hard on her. Let's see. Collector says he doesn't like all the attention. Then you shouldn't have said something, sir. Yeah, you deserve the attention, sir. You did good. Let's see. NASCAR ball making a crack about WWE is essential. Eh, you really want to go down the professional wrestling rabbit hole? Okay, professional wrestling, WWE is headquartered. Well, they have two. They have two headquarters. Their offices are up in Connecticut, but they're doing all the TV program now from Orlando, which is hour and a half or so from where I live in the middle of the state. Orlando is heavily reliant on theme parks and tourist stuff, and none of that is happening right now. So Orlando's economy has been hit very, very hard by a lack of people. So DeSantis, in his infinite wisdom, or maybe to his infinite humiliation, deemed the WWE being a sports entertainment, heavily on the entertainment part, really, to be something essential for the health and well-being of the state, and because their programming continues to be on TV and it entertains people, and people love the WWE. They love pro wrestling. They love the characters. They love the people that engage. So, it's good for them that they have something to watch every well, on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. I think is their programming. They have different groups on different days. So yeah, I guess from an entertainment standpoint, you could say it's essential. You know, it's not my cup of tea. I watched wrestling when I was a kid. Georgia Championship Wrestling, Florida Championship Wrestling, all that stuff. Gordon Soley, Ric Flair, woo, that kind. Yeah, when I was a kid, it's not for me anymore. That doesn't entertain me. Other things entertain me now at my age. So it's not something that helps me out, but it helps my state out, and I want my state to thrive. I want my state to generate revenue and succeed. So if the WW is deemed essential to helping the state of Florida succeed in bad times, I'm all for it. And for the record, I think DeSantis is doing a hell of a job. Certainly a better choice than what turned out to be a meth head lunatic from Tallahassee. And that's not a troll on Tallahassee, but it turned out the guy's a drunk and a meth head. So, gee, imagine if he was running the state. I hope so. Let's see. Thomas Scott is here. Yes, I did purchase one watch from Crown and Caliber. That was my Tudor Heritage Classic, my orange and blue Tudor Heritage Classic chronograph. Any experience with Watchbox or Bob's watches? Prices are coming down during the pandemic. Thinking of purchasing from one of the big resellers. Okay, I have not purchased myself from Watchbox. I have also not purchased from Bob's. However, my father has purchased from Watchbox. Has he? No, no, he has not purchased from Watchbox. He has purchased from Bob's, and he has purchased quite extensively from European Watch Company. His experience with both of those organizations has been positive. They are who they say they are. They are excellent brokers and vendors of the mid, upper, and upper range watches. He especially has done a lot of business through European Watch. And his experience, with one exception, and it wasn't exactly European Watch's fault, has been exceptional. The one problem he did have was FedEx dropped the ball on the shipping. It was supposed to be an overnight deliver before noon, and it turned into a 2-day deliver by, well, it was delivered by noon on the second day. Somebody somebody misscanned or something. Pardon me. We never got the full story, but the watch arrived 1 day later than it should. Um, but it had the right label on it, so it was not European Watch mislabeling. So I would say, if you are of a mind to do it, um, Bob's Watch, certainly. European Watch, certainly. Watchbox has a very good reputation from what I've been able to discern. I have my long-term grail right now, the watch that I have my eye on, that I absolutely will have, but it will probably be a year or two before I can do it, is an Omega Speedmaster moon watch. The specific one is called From the Moon to Mars. The only place I've ever been able to find them consistently are two places. Um, Chrono 24. The problem with them is the resellers are all in Italy, and I'm not buying a watch from Italy because I've had problems buying things from Italy in the past. The other place that I've seen that speedy before is from Watchbox. Now, I know everyone hears Watchbox, the first thing they think of is TGV and the urban gentry, and he works for Watchbox, and they must be snobs. Fine, if you want to believe that, fine. I personally, I like TGV. I like his style. Maybe a little long-winded, but I like what he does and how he does it. It's showy. It's a little glitz and glam. Why not? It's what he wants to do. It's his channel, so I don't hate on him for that. My channel is no frills. His channel is frills enough for 2 more channels. But Watchbox has a very good reputation, from what I've been able to understand. And I have no qualms about, if I end up with that Omega and it's going to come from Watchbox, I know, I have a good feeling that I'm going to be treated well and I'm going to get what I pay for. And it's going to be a good watch, and there'll be no problems. So that's my long-winded opinion. Let me know if that helps. Let's see, private. Trasker watches are ready to ship tomorrow evening, and you'll be in a free diver. Good. Hey, let me know what you think of that. When you get it, somehow get a hold of, me either on my next live stream or whatever. Let me know what you think of that watch, because I know a lot of people are picking up Traskas, and they're all very excited to get them. So I want to know what you think. Max Carval says, yeah, it's good. WWE is essential to people that work for the WWE. Yeah, well, you know what? I heard a little snippet on the radio today while I was listening to Glenn Beck. Yes, I listened to Glenn Beck. Sue me. I listen to Glenn, I listen to Rush, I listen to Hannity, I listen to Levin. There, cards on the table. I was listening to Beck, and he's going to be having a show on his Blaze TV network with Mike Rowe as the guest. He's the guy that narrates Deadliest Catch, and he did Dirtiest Jobs and so on. And he said something in the teaser that was very poignant to me. He says, "What is it? what is an essential job? In my opinion, there are no unessential jobs. All jobs are essential to the people that have them. Absolutely. I don't know why anyone could argue with that logic. If I have a job, um, if I have a job uh, at a call center, a sales call center, which I'm familiar with, that's an essential job to me. That's an essential job to my children. That's an essential job to, if I had one, my significant other, which I don't. So I don't understand how there's this distinction with essential and non-essential, and that bothers me. All jobs are essential because everyone that earns money is somebody that is contributing to the growth of the economy. And shutting down an economy the way they did seems to be in some ways, such a gross overreaction, and in some ways not. But to deem someone non-essential just because they don't do a job that doesn't involve, these blessed areas of the economy, that's nonsense, and it angers me and it upsets me. Let's see. Private said pro wrestling was fun as a kid. The guy turned it into, I'm sure you're talking about McMahon, turned it into $1 million business. Well, you can't go broke entertaining people. You probably shouldn't go broke entertaining people. Uh, Steven watched pro wrestling as a kid in the 60s and loved it. Different nowadays, he says. Yeah, it does seem to be. Uh, I guess Rex, looked up the Omega I mentioned. He says it looks great. Doesn't it though? I mean, that's just such a excuse me. That's just such a good looking watch. Blue shirt, you don't have to apologize, man. You're here. That's all that matters. Steven says TGV got me into watches. Yeah, he helped get me into watches. He helped me pick out a few watches that I own because of his videos. And between him and Mark over at Long Island Watch, I learned a lot about watches. Different bezels, different movement types, different complications, how to set things, how to take things apart. The best thing I ever did was watch a couple of videos from Mark over at Long Island Watch about how to change a bracelet or change or size a bracelet. Went on eBay, bought a couple of broken watches, and started practicing on them. And now I can do it all. I can do all that myself. So I can't take a watch apart and put it back together, but I can swap a bracelet for a strap or a strap for a bracelet. I can size bracelets. I don't have to bother anybody. I can do it myself. Now, let's see. A bunch of greetings to Blue Shirt. Hey, Desire, no problem. I have no problem plugging your channel, sir. You're a good guy. You're producing a good content. I think people would enjoy it. And, I'll point them to your channel because it's a good channel and you're doing good content. And he's got a good accent, too. You do. Collector says, here's a joke for you, I guess me. You know how every country eventually got the coronavirus? Well, not China. They got it right off the bat. Stop it. Just stop it. don't quit your day job, sir. Don't do that, please. Don't. Never again. Private said I would much prefer 15 watches, averaging about $400 on one watch, around $6,000. Well, I suppose. I mean that sort of depends on the watch. I mean, so much the cost of the watch for me as it is the watch itself. Um, for instance, I know that that Zelos is going to come out sometime in the summer. They're going to come out with the titanium swordfish line. Um, they had steel, they had bronze. Now they're going to do titanium, and they're going to be doing a Timascus version of the swordfish. And I know that's not going to be a cheap watch, but I absolutely positively have to have one, and I will have one. So, and that watch I think is going to be in the $1,500 range. Now, for $1,500, I could grab myself seven, no, five Long Island watch Islanders. I could grab myself 3 or 4 different Zelos watches. I could grab myself a couple of maybe 2 or 3 of the Arnie reissue watches. I could. Sometimes I would love to have for $6,000. Sometimes I would love to have a dozen of one particular brand of watch. But there are other times where I would just like I'll take that one watch and I'll run with it. So it's not the price, and not my opinion, just my opinion. It's not the price; it's the watch. Let's see. Some people are agreeing with you, private. Some I don't think anyone's disagreeing with you. Private also said, also, if I got an expensive watch, I fear would end up wanting several of them, and your family would kill you. Yeah, I see. I see that. I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend. So if I did have a wife or I did have a girlfriend and I was going to buy an expensive watch, well, depending on the level of the girlfriend's status, I would certainly talk to them. If it was my wife, I would be obligated to talk to them about such a thing. If it were my girlfriend, I would probably talk to them also. But I don't have this issue. I answer to me. That's it. I answer to me and to my bank account. If my bank account says it's okay, and I say it's okay, then it's okay. If I don't say it's okay, or my bank account says not right now, then we don't do it. But I answer to me for the moment. Now that may or may not change, but for now, that's the way it is. Steven says he has 23 watches. Most expensive is $750. That's good. I can't say that, but that's okay. Private says the titanium swordfish will be his. Good. Just you can have one as long as I can have one too. Let's see. Blue shirt says, "Don't forget to give me a thumbs up." Yes, thank you, Blue shirt. Yeah, please click that thumbs up button. Definitely, I appreciate that. It does help the channel out. It does help with search results and stuff like that. Yep, Steven says he did that. Collector says he did that, and so on. Well, let's see. I've been going for about an hour now. I don't know. Keep going or wrap it up? What do you guys think? Still got 11 people in here. Yeah, last time I did this, last week, I was about this time, my screen froze up. And I found out right after I dropped out of the stream that the stream was still going, but it was my screen that froze up. Everyone else was in the comments section saying, no, we're still here, we're still here. And I ended the stream because I thought everyone had left at the same time or something. And it turns out it was my system had crashed. The system had crashed, but the stream at my end hiccuped. Let's see. Private asked me, do I have any idea what the price will be of the cobalt blue swordfish titanium? No, I don't. Elshin hasn't. Elshin doesn't tell me prices. The only price he did tell me, and it was an estimate or guess, I should say, that the titanium Damascus swordfish would be about $1,500. It may come in under that. It may be a little over that. He wasn't sure, and I don't ask him about pricing on anything. It's not my business. I don't work for him. I don't represent him. He is under no obligation to tell me anything. Um, he can give me ballpark figures, but the understanding is if I ever ask for that information and he gives it to me, that is between the two of us, and I don't give that information out. So even if I knew, I couldn't tell you, but I don't know, honestly, so I can't answer that question. Let's see. Private was talking to me last week. It did get frozen, and it was funny, but frustrating, and yeah, I understand that. So nothing I can do about that now. Steven says he put a link in. Where's the link? You sure you put it in, Steven? I don't see it. Hang on. Let me look. Steven, I don't see the link, man. Can you try again? I appreciate it if you can. Or, you know, yeah, if you could try again one more time. I just don't see the link, and I scrolled up pretty far. Let's see. Pepperex, what do you think of the new Seiko diver that is coming out? SPJ 149. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Hang on. SPJ. Or live streaming will definitely kill your internet, that's for sure. Well, we'll give it a minute. I'll look. Hang on. Give me a minute. SPB. Not SPJ. Got that wrong. SPB 149. I'll give that a minute to stir. Collector wants to know what's the one thing I would like to see Elshin do differently in future Zelos releases. That's a good question. I would like to see um, maybe a few more different strap options, maybe some alligator, maybe some ostrich, different materials in the strap, maybe a precious metal watch, white gold, a yellow gold, rose gold. That would be nice. Maybe some different dial materials. You know, other than meteorite or forged carbon. Try some different different stones. Different not stone, but different materials, more colorful materials, things like that. Um, maybe a model or two with some really high polish on the case. Maybe not to the level of Grand Seiko Zaratsu polishing, but things like that. Maybe play with some textures. I mean, I just recently uploaded a video by what was it, Ardor and Forge, where they did a simulated stone texture on their cases. Maybe something like that. A field watch finally get a field watch out there that actually looked decent. If anyone could pull that off, I think Elsham could do it. Private is speculating that a cobalt blue swordfish in titanium shouldn't be too much more than the $300 that it was, maybe $400 for a titanium version. And I'd say that's probably a good guess. But then again, I'm not Elsham. I don't know. Boy, I'm telling you, when I'm live streaming, my internet is really compromised. It takes forever to pull a page up. Oh, that's a good looking watch. Wow, $1,350 for that thing. But that is a really good looking watch. I like it. I do. I like the one that the one that's pictured here is a black bezel insert with kind of a bluish blue gray sunburst, they call it. 4.5 millimeter, 6R35 movement. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a nice looking watch. But $1,350 for a Seiko? No. No, I've got better places to put $1,350 in a watch than a Seiko. But I don't think I'd be a buyer. But that's just me. You know, I'm not a buyer with that watch at that price. Well, listen, guys, I am going to wrap my chat up here because I know that I have to go take my daughter to the shop where her car is to pick it up. So we're going to go do that now before it gets too late in the day. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. I mean, this is always great fun. I'll probably do another one of these next week because I'm having fun doing them. It's a great way to meet some folks, catch up with some folks, and spend an hour or so with you guys, not thinking about the idiocy that's going on all around us. So I appreciate all the thumbs up. I appreciate my syrup maker giving me a super chat. That was really nice of him. Helps me out, of course. So, Steve, I'm sorry that link didn't pop up in the chat. Just unless the chat's frozen up on me, which I don't know. Let's see if I can. No, it looks like the chat's frozen up again. I don't know why that happens all the time. Maybe after about an hour or so. Um, Maybe after an hour or so of a live stream, YouTube says, "Okay, you've had enough fun. Go home now." Anyway, I was gonna, I wanted to wrap the chat up anyway. We're going almost an hour and 15 minutes, so it's time to go. So I appreciate you all stopping by. I hope if you're stopped by for the first time, you like what you see, you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate when people do that. Of course, I know most all of you there in the chat right now are subscribers, so I appreciate that and the support you've given me. And there'll be a new video uploaded in a couple of days, and I've got a few more next week and a week after that, and we're doing great with that. So, thanks for stopping by. Everyone be safe and be well. Have a good day. See you again real soon.